FBG Cash is a member of the Flyboy gang, hence the abbreviation FBG. His younger brother, FBG Young, met FBG Duck and FBG Dutchy in middle school. Together, the Flyboy gang was formed. Duck and Young shared a common interest in becoming rappers. They started doing music and began to get some notoriety. But Cash was in jail at this time for armed robbery. Cash and Young grew up in a middle-class area in Chicago. Their father, Manny, is a well-known hustler in the city. Cash and Young are not directly from St. Lawrence, like most of the FBG members, but spent a lot of time on 63rd and St. Lawrence. Cash also spent a lot of time in jail since 2009. He will come home just to go back in after a few years, months, or even days later. His rap sheet consists of crimes like armed robbery, threatening a public official, and a bunch of gun possession charges. At one point, he was even ordered to wear 2 ankle monitors, one from Cook County and the other from IDOC. His longest bid was 31 months. Cash and the other FBG members are part of STL, which is a set of gangster disciples. STL stands for St. Lawrence. Before Cash went to jail in 2009, the GDs and BDs were already at war, but they normally resulted in issues with fistfights. When FBG Cash got out of jail in 2011, he realized how much the game had changed. Instead of using hands, everyone was now using guns. Some of his homies were killing, and some of his homies were killed. Cash by default sided with Home Turf, which is STL. In 2012, Cash decided to pursue a rap career, and in order to gain some attention, he released a video of him on the phone talking to Chief Keef's mother, who he claims he had been messing with since the age of 16.
I done got me some famous pussy.
At this time, Chief Keef was the hottest rapper coming out of Chicago with his hit song, I Don't Like. Cash phone conversation with Chief Keef's mother instantly went viral. He gravitated a lot of attention from this video, so he took the opportunity to release his first song in 2012. He managed to develop a fairly large fan base. In 2020, Cash took a visit to Atlanta's Lenox Mall. While doing some shopping, a female fan approaches him and began to rap for him. In the midst of the female fan rapping, an op spotted Cash and sucker punched him in the back of the head.
Some hitters that'll knock your ass out with the change. RP my cousin, my heartbeat gon' beat the same.
Oh, what the hell? Damn!
Cash claimed the ops was more than 15 deep, so he ran. In 2020, the face of FBG and Cash close friend FBG Duck was murdered in downtown Chicago. FBG Duck had a record deal with Sony at the time of his passing. Cash's father, who goes by the name of Manny, was the manager of Duck. Fans began to speculate that Cash had possibly Backdoor Duck in order to collect money from the record label. And the reason for that speculation is because of a line in one of his songs called Masterpiece. He rapped the following lyrics: "Stain who? Stain that. Wish they could bring Duck and Jermaine back." Jermaine, aka FBG Brick, is Duck's older brother. Brick was unfortunately gunned down in 2017. Fans were confused by the lyrics because of the fact he said wish they could bring Duck and Jermaine back, opposed to wish we could bring Duck and Jermaine back. Another factor to the speculation is because not long after Duck's passing, Cash began to flash large amounts of money on Instagram, which was out of his character. Lashina Weekly, aka Mama Duck, who's the mother of FBG Duck, claims that it's just a rumor and Cash would never backdoor her son. On the other hand, Cash's father and Duck's manager, Manny, Mama Duck accused him of stealing $175K from FBG Duck through the record label. Both Manny and Cash denies the allegation. In March 2022, Lil Durk performed Back Again on the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast. On Back Again, Durk dissed some of Cash's friends who have passed. He also dissed Cash's close friend Wooski, who got shot in the head. Wooski survived the shooting but was never the same after it. When Cash saw the $1 Million Worth of Game clip, he decided to drop his own diss song called Back Again 2 times. In the song, he's going at Durk and Durk's people, dead or alive. He even dissed Durk's older brother, D-Thing, who was murdered in 2001. and OTF Lil Vonnie, who's one of the co-founders of OTF. He's now paralyzed from a shooting and confined to a wheelchair. Cash went as far as going to King's Von mural in O Block and taking a picture in front of it, holding up his middle finger. King Von was part of OTF and had a promising rap career ahead of him, but he was unfortunately gunned down in 2020. After Cash posted the photo, Durk released another diss song called Computer Murderers. On this song, Lil Durk is dissing Cash and Wooski, basically telling Cash it's just a matter of time till they find him. Cash immediately responded with a diss song with the same beat, dissing Durk, his cousin Nooski, who passed away, and King Von. This basically put FBG Cash on the map, and fans are now waiting to see what he does next.